Alright, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. God's Shadow playing Grixis Control Mod. And since the last time, so with KCI being on the rise, I think I want to have a second surgical extraction again. And I'm gonna switch something around here as well. Probably two Nicol Bolas. Kalita's gonna get thrown out here. It's just not as good anymore with less and less hollow ones being in the meta. And instead we're gonna play P and Kieran, I think. Let's see. So this could definitely be a configuration. Either this way or we go P and Kieran main and Nicol Bolas in the sideboard. Not exactly sure which way to go here. But Bolas just feels so potent and so important right now that I hardly want to cut it. Also, we still need some more testing with it, so I think it's fine. Let's go this way and jump into league. Obviously, Nicol Bolas isn't as strong against blue-white control or control in general. But you still get a sweet 2-for-1, and most of the time they'll have to path it. So therefore it's still alright. I would like to play first, yes. And this is a fine keep. Just gonna play the tar pit first here, because we don't know what we're playing against yet. Alright, humans. Most likely. Starting off with an Aethervial. Although Aethervial, of course, is one of the strongest cards they could possibly possess. It's important for us that he didn't bring out a Champion of the Parish here, turn 1. So let's see. I feel like One Ring Shooting Roll is also pretty good here. So let's top and then have another look. Bottom this one, whoops. This one and put this one to the top. Of course it slows us down, but if we're running out of cards and he's just in a top decking mode, then we're probably gonna rely heavily on those 4 toughness. So best case scenario here, opponent goes with a kite save freebooter and doesn't have a follow-up play. Worst case scenario, he goes Meddling Mage, naming Kolaghan's Command just to protect his Aethervial. But he doesn't know that we're playing red yet, and that's why I didn't play the Steam Vents, just so that case is less likely here. Alright, so opponent's thinking hard. He might also be stuck on 1 land and just kept on the backs of an Aethervial here, which of course would be punished. No, that isn't the case. So let's see. Thalia would actually be also pretty bad. And this is kind of random. If he just passes here, that would be great, of course. But that would, yeah, be a very strange hand. Thalia. Thalia here is, oh no, Thalia's Lieutenant. Well, that's actually not too bad. Alright, Noble Hierarch. So this might have to fetch black at a later stage, so I'm gonna shock here. I'm gonna Kolaghan's Command, destroy and 2 damage to Thalia's Lieutenant, although I would like to really kill the Noble Hierarch. But since we don't have access to Terminate yet, it's more important to get rid of Thalia's Lieutenant and just buy us some time. Next turn, if nothing goes wrong here, we do have the ability to double spell between Kolaghan's Command and Lightning Bolt. And with him having a third mana as well, I'm actually pretty fine with not having killed Noble Hierarch. Militia Bugler. Yeah, a quite new addition to the deck, and pretty potent, but not as threatening itself. Yeah, I think we're just gonna kill it here. Doesn't really make a difference for us. Because we know about Athalia's Lieutenant in Sand. Right. That's not the strongest play ever. Could of course Kolaghan's Command here, but I want to have access to Wandering Funeral, especially when his best card is Athalia's Lieutenant. Thalia, okay. Alright, so I think we're just gonna go ahead, block Thalia's Lieutenant, kill Thalia, and then probably have him stranded. Great. Now obviously Cryptic Command isn't as good against Cavern of Souls, but we still have Nimble Obstructionist in case he plays another Bugler, something like that. We could of course counter draw this one as well. Yeah, let's try turning on the heat here. We're gonna play Nimble Obstructionist and then attack with the Tar Pit as well, because he won't be able to respond to that. And we'll already killed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures. There's some part of me that wants to just bounce the Aethervial here by the end of turn, but then we could have also just attacked there. And really, like with Cavern of Souls, Aethervial doesn't really make a difference. Okay, yeah, let's have a look and figure out what we want to do, because we could still attack for even one more point with One Ring Funeral. Okay, Phantasmal Image, on the other hand, is somewhat annoying. So we're definitely going to take Reflector Mage. And I think what I'm going to do here is, since you can't Cavern with that thing, I'm going to let one Phantasmal Image resolve. If he does have another land drop here, and if he doesn't, we're just going to go control. That's not a human, mate. Not human. So control. So against an opponent that can copy all your creatures, it's always or takes your spells away. It's always pretty risky to keep playing with the Cryptic Command in hand and just go all in here when there's no necessity. But of course, on the other hand, you could just use the Aethervial next turn in order to vial his creature in the Phantasmal Image. So I think we're going a little bit on the offense here. And then use Cryptic Command to... Right. So at this point, it's no matter what we draw, it's still pretty good. If we draw another land, then we have Cryptic Command and Creeping Top It Up. And everything else just action. By the way, Nimble Obstructionist, as a result of last week's tournament results, has been spiking lately. So I hope as vivid viewers of this channel you've already picked up your copies, because then you will have made a good deal. Alright, so we're just going to keep attacking here. The only thing that really might happen, and that would really fuck us, would be if you had Restoration Angel and would block our Nimble Obstructionist. So you cannot save this one. Yeah. So, let's see. Want to have this one. Want to have a spell snare. Want to have collective brutality. Sadly, we just put out the Grim Lavamancer, which I generally like in the matchup, but we might have enough ways here of still handling them. So Nicol Bolas, of course, is somewhat bad against Phantasmal Image, but so is P and Kieran Lar. I think I want to get rid of all of our counter magic again, as we always do. Play P and Kieran and really start fighting as a mid-range deck here, and not as a control deck. That should be fine. Alright, it's actually not a super good hand, but we do have mana and we do have Jace. And since our opponents probably boarded in a lot of hate for creatures, yeah, we might need to set this up. Liliana isn't bad. Snapcaster Mage is too early. We want to have Zedicaster. But it's going to be a tough game. Alright, that's good. That's helpful. Just slowing him down for a turn here is already big. It's still gonna be rough because we have like a super clunky hand. Yeah, we're definitely not gonna block. He just let it pass. That's late. That's too late, mate. It's too late, mate. So what would be great if we were to draw into a Lightning Bolt or Terminate here next turn to bridge the one turn that we need. Oh man, yeah. Opponent just missed 2 damage there. Quite unfortunate. Alright, there's a Terminate. And the K commands. Alright. So we're gonna play out the Tar Pits. And then I'm gonna wait until his upkeep. But there shouldn't be anything that we have to be scared of, I think. He's definitely gonna vial something in. But but he shouldn't be able to protect the champion of the parish here. This might be, yeah, Sin Collector. I always want to say Inquisitor, but it is indeed Sin Collector. And the only target that he has is Kolaghan's Command, which of course is a pretty fine pickup, though on the other hand, as it's Steadycaster and or Liliana are going to take care of Sin Collector in turn. And we're still at a pretty healthy life total. Alright. Our egg champion actually is quite annoying, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. So what we're gonna do is I think we should be able to protect Liliana for one turn. Jace can block here. The only way Liliana dies next turn is him having a Mantis Rider. I don't know if it's necessary that we play Liliana here, but I actually want to have Access Swear. Also, she's gonna soak up quite a lot of damage. So either way, this should be somewhat helpful. Okay, he maintained his vials at 3 and 2. There's probably gonna be a Mantis Rider, I would imagine. And excuse the sound in the background, it's a friend coming here. I'll mute myself real quick. Alright, we're back with sound. So the reason to discard Lightning Bolt here would be to protect it from both Sin Collector and a Kite Freebooter. And since we have Snapcaster and Jace, we can still flashback both here. We're not under too much duress here right now. So again, he waited until the damage step up until he acts, which of course is just one step too late. Also, he needs to follow this up with another creature, right? Another buggler. Alright, so actually quite bad for us now. Liliana and Steadycaster together could take out a Thalia's Lieutenant. but would also need to terminate the other Thalia's lieutenant before that one grows out of proportion. So now, oh, this is actually quite fortunate. So we're gonna shock here, use terminate. Terminate this one. Then we're going to take up Liliana onto Thalia's lieutenant. Or on Militia Buckler. And then we go Snapcaster, kill Thalia's lieutenant. Which one did he reveal? He has another lieutenant, alright. Yeah, probably this one. And then go Snapcaster Mage, bolt him, and block Thalia's lieutenant. And then something takes 3 damage. Could of course also just bolt this one. This would grow to a 2-2, 2-4. Our red champion will be able to attack though. The problem with Bugler is if he has phantasmal images again, then we're just gonna get punished. Alright, so the last 3 remaining cards in his hands, most likely 2 creatures at least, one of which is another lieutenant. So that's the lieutenants. Opponents drawing pretty hot though. Like this is shit ton of value. Another Auric champion, which is problematic anyway, but at least it doesn't add too much damage to the board. But it will grow the Thalia's lieutenant out of range of Zedicaster and Liliana. So you can choose to either kill Jace right now, but then we could return it. Okay, he doesn't even care. Okay, looking pretty grim now. Three lieutenants, 3 buglers. It's pretty rough, not gonna lie. Alright, so Jace can tick up on our champion, which is quite important. Then of course we do have to play PNK in this turn. life gain isn't really relevant. It's just the protection from black and from red. RHM is pretty good. Come on. Not to trigger, yes. So without another Terminator, I don't think we're getting out of this. Could take down Liliana, of course, if we can have some kind of trade here to get back either Snapcaster Mage or P and Kieran. It's just so much value. Yeah, he knows about ours. Is it Steadycaster? I'm sure. But Steadycaster at this point is not really relevant. Alright. So either way, we're gonna double block here. Block here, take 4. At least we traded for something. So I'm still gonna fetch, although it's really risky. But we need to draw something, otherwise we're just dead in the water. Yeah, 3 lieutenants is of course not great if you're playing with a Steadycaster and Liliana. So here it just makes sense to take it down. So what happens if we go Nicol Bolas here? Nicol Bolas, he has to discard a card. He might crack Horizon Canopy in response to save whatever he has. We block both Bugglers and then we still face at least 4 damage. So we die. Snapcaster Mage doesn't make any sense. P and Kieran is still fine. So the good thing about P and Kieran is that we do have the ability to shoot something down after blocks, so we don't lose that much of anything really. So we're probably gonna block here. One here, triple block this, then kill this, take 2, something along those lines. Would be great if he just attacked with these two. Alright. So we cannot play around. This blocks here. Definitely one blocks here. Think. Let's see. If we block here, and here, and then kill this. Then we can get rid of this one, which would be quite good, since we don't know how important Zedicaster is right now. Could of course also do it the other way around. Oh, but I think this is fine. So let's see if he does have a combat trick here. Along the lines of a 4th Thalia's Lieutenant, which I just hope he doesn't have. Alright, so we just took 1 damage and we got, well, at least slightly back into the game, I'd say. Alright. Sin Collector are definitely bad for us here. Though we probably wouldn't have played these Serum Visions anyway. We're gonna do the same game here. Also still have access to Snapcaster Mage if we really wanted to, but Pink Urn is just better for the moment here. Our opponent's at 39 life, so it's gonna take a while to will him down. We do want to block here, we do want to block here. And I think this is the one that we usually cannot afford to block. It does have a freebooter as well. Alright, this is gonna get rough. So we block 1. I mean, we need him to break anyway. Otherwise, we're playing dead. But right now, we could just take 1 damage. As it stands. So what we're going to try to do here. So this has to block here. I think 1 has to block here. And 1 has to block here. And then we're gonna kill the freebooter. Okay. We have two things to throw under the bus. Under the bus. Let's try this first, though. Cancel. We're going to Serum Visions, the only card that we can play at this point. Nicol Bolas. Bottom. So let's see if it does have something. Discard a Noble Hierarch. Good. So we can block the Auric Champion. And we can probably make it so that Liliana, so that the Bugler isn't threatening anymore. So he doesn't even attack here, not even with Auric Champion, which is a mistake. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, it doesn't really matter here if we attack or if we don't. We're gonna kill this one though. Can we get this? Man, it's so super tight. Could also do this first. That would probably save us anyway, right? Because it wouldn't really change the outcome. Okay. So I think we're still good to a certain degree. Okay, he's not attacking again. Thalia is not what he wants to see here. Certainly not. Oh. Alright, so this one kills here. We're gonna sacrifice Bolas to kill this one. And then only gonna attack with Nicol. The thing is, like, I'm gonna be super cautious with Lightning Bolt here, because of a potential Daredevil that could be flowing around. I think we're gonna do it, guys. I think we're doing it. Yeah, Snapcaster Mage. Discard. Tick up. Tick up. Attack. Oh, I passed attack already. Sure. So Nicol Bolas should win us the game in time here, so that our time counter doesn't really matter. Let's have him discard. Nicol Bolas and Jace together, by the way, are also pretty good. Yeah, we could have cycled this, but I think he just gave up. Yeah. So we could have cycled this to have him still discard something, and then we would have discarded the island. All right, great. What a great game. I'm gonna take a break here. Hope you enjoyed that one, and see you in round number 2. All right, guys, welcome to round number 2. A pretty exciting round number 1. Let's see if we can follow that one up. Man, to be honest, Nicol Bolas is pretty insane. The only problem that I do have with him is that he isn't as good in multiples. Unless, of course, you switch. You flip. So, snow-covered mountain here. Since we don't have a turn 2 play anyway, I'm just gonna protect against a turn 2 Blood Moon. Or, well, protecting is relative. Ratchet Bomb? Sure. That's kind of awkward. And of course not a problem for us as long as so I don't want to reveal that we do have an island here in our hand. Alright, this is somewhat awkward. Let's have a look here. What he's working with. I think he's not gonna play Blood Moon. He's not gonna play Molten Rain's main. So we're not gonna lose our stuff. Okay. So this is definitely gonna grab another swamp. And Skred Red, both Skred Red and Lightning Bolt right now cannot kill Nicol Bolas, so I think he's pretty safe, at least for this turn. And then of course we can follow it up. There's a Blood Moon. And he might have just given up the Blood Moon plan at this point. But that's really where I like P and Kieran are better. Like, as good as Nicol Bolas is, just not being able to do anything with him while he's on the board before you reach 7 mana, it's just not my type of game. Of course, once you hit 7 mana, it's just super good. Honestly, don't even know what's going on here. Opponent just drew Storm Breath after Storm Breath. And I'm 100% sure that he does have removal spell for our Wandering Funeral. Therefore, we're just gonna keep doing our stuff here. And I mean, we could even flip Bolas if we chose to. So we don't have anything to do, we're just gonna try it. Oh man. What a card. What a card. Alright, so we definitely want to have PNQ in lore. We really have to reconsider our counter spells. I'm not gonna go into black whatsoever. Spell snare. So it depends. If he's playing like Sarkans, he's playing more dragons, right? Yeah, let's have a look real quick here on deck lists. Because I think he's playing the Skred Dragons. And if that is the case, then we somehow have to deal with turn 3. Skred Dragons, mono red control. Yeah, we still have enough time, so. Alright, let's have a look. So if this is what he plays, Goblin Rebel Master, Pink Hero Lore, Assuming Spirit Guide, yeah. Chalice of the Void, Chandra, oh my god, guys. Oh my fucking god. Aviation Dragon? No. What the fuck's this? Why is everything so fucking slow? Okay. So I think I want to get at least rid of one Logic Knot here. Probably one Jace as well. Nimble Obstructionist, of course, isn't great, but it's one of our only ways to threaten a Sarkhan or something else that's resolved as a Planeswalker. I think I'm gonna get rid of one Cryptic and go with this. Alright, it's a slow hand, our opponent's on mulligan. We do have a couple of basics, which is important. Don't think they're playing more. Nope. Yeah, sure. That's quite interesting. I thought this was legendary, but apparently it's not. We do need double blue, but we don't need double black. Therefore, I'm gonna fetch. I mean, honestly speaking, if we fetch here for black source, like we don't even care about the blood one, right? Like we have two cards that we cannot play then. And I think we have bigger fish to fry, and like, yeah, it's fine. Okay, opponent's already stumbling here. Not 100% sure if I want to play Nimble, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Right, it's gonna get hit by a Skred, but this also means that our Nicol Bolas is probably gonna live. Or it might be hit by a Chandra. And if it is, that would be horrendous for us. Nee, 1-0 immer noch, das zweite Spiel. 1-0. So that was Nico again, the guy that you already actually know from previous 5-0 leagues. He's somewhat of a good charm. So yeah, we can just get back Nimble Obstructionist with all Colvin's commands. Alright. And I think... Yo Sven, saugst du gerade irgendwas?
Ja. Der saugte.
Okay, deswegen ist mein Internet so scheiße langsam.
Du saugst was, ne?
Kannst du mal bitte kurz anhalten? Ich kann gerade nicht mehr spielen. So we're gonna return and make him discard. Slowly but steadily gain some card advantage here. Sure. It's actually pretty good. There's Chandra that he refused to play there. And we just keep going with Nicol Bolas. Alright. To be honest, we might add 2 more discard spells and then we're discarding machine. Like, this is absolutely insane. Do we care? No, we don't. Alright, so we do have another Nicol Bolas. He's gonna get to discard his card again. And then we can both protect our last Nicol Bolas and flip it next turn and get another Nicol Bolas. I do understand why standard players like this guy. And honestly, like I put my foil Nicol Bolas onto MKM to sell it, but I might be inclined to withdraw that offer. Yeah. I mean, we're ripping apart. Like, we're absolutely ripping here. So we attack first, then flip Nicol Bolas. The only way he can prevent that flip is for him to have another Skred. And he already played 3. And he might realize that this is not going to go well for him. Alright. Still got what we wanted to a certain degree. Not entirely, but we can just chain these. Doesn't even matter. Yeah, let's attack first again. Dum, dum, dum. Flip Jays, flip bolas. It's great, guys. It is somewhat great. There goes another Blood Moon. I'm not gonna flip. I'm not gonna play the bolt just because I want to draw the 2 before he concedes. Just feels so strong. By the way, I hope everything's working, but it seems like it. Drop 2 cards. We're somehow 1 damage short. I mean, we're definitely not gonna lose this, but don't know what our opponent. All right. Wants to draw here. Yeah, good game. All right, guys. Gonna take a break again and see you guys in round number 3. All right, guys. Welcome to round number 3. Up until now, it's going pretty well, and I almost, I can't even believe I'm saying this, I almost don't miss P and Kieran Lar. And that is already something. But if we are going forward playing Nicol Bolas here in P and Kieran's slot, then we have to adapt some of the other parts of the deck. I think at that point not gonna play Liliana and both Lilianas anymore. Want to have more flexibility here, because we can protect them worse or less efficient with Nicol Bolas. And we're also more susceptible to Liliana of the Veil, which I don't necessarily like. We're gonna see. It's not yet clear just how good it is. Right. Oh no, it's KCI again. It's always fucking KCI, man. Alright, they do have KCI already, but we're definitely gonna take Ancient Syrinx here. I also don't think it's correct to play Terrarion here turn 1. If you don't know what your opponent's up to. Yeah, this is... Right, kinda need both of these. He has an island as well. So these are the last 2 cards that he does have in hand. I'm gonna go ahead and play Scalding Torrent here, because otherwise we can't play Kolaghan's Command. But I would want to. He's just going for it. It's always the fucking same. So we need to stop KCI right now. There's no doubt about it, before he can draw into other things. Of course he's gonna sacrifice everything. And draw cards while doing so, but if he doesn't find a payoff card or another KCI, then we might be able to stop him here. And then next turn we're probably gonna go Snapcaster Mage, Inquisition, and Serum Visions. Or the other way around, depending on. What the fuck just happened? Alright, he's got an Inventor Sphere, which means that he does have another Cracklan next turn. Scrap Trawler is also pretty good. Okay. Okay, I'd say let's kill Scrap Trawler first. Then he's gonna get something with less than 3 back. Echo Whale Spring, which we can then get with Inquisition. Good. Alright. We need Torpid. In order to flashback Kolaghan's commands. So he has Inventor Sphere and Buried Ruins, but otherwise he's pretty out of gas. Yeah, so I think we're gonna go top, and then next turn go Thoughtseize him if we somehow find a target, and Snapcaster Serum Visions. Alright. So that's not gonna work out. Alright, logic not. At least something. Yeah, we had to do it. And he didn't even activate Inventor Sphere, which is somewhat strange, but we love you. Alright, so now we do have a counterspell, and we also do have Kolaghan's commands. And his Inventor Sphere doesn't trigger yet as well. But apparently he feels quite confident with what he's doing here. We could force the issue here. Those are the last 2 cards. No, he already played Buried Ruin. And that's not really important. Chase, on the other hand, is pretty good. Right, so now comes Inventor's Sphere. Fetching for Crackland, I would imagine. And he could even sacrifice Buried Ruins here as well to have 2 in hand. But that would leave him open, or to get back Scrap Trawler. Yeah. That's what he did. So we need to counter this, because otherwise we won't be able to counter the Scrap Trawler that's following. Yeah, we can probably get rid of 1 Inquisition here. We need the rest. 1, 2. There's no way that he generates mana out of thin air without a Crackland on the battlefield. Okay, so he still does have Eco Wellspring, sure. I think I'm just gonna play it safe here for this turn and keep Logic not up, although he has 7 mana. Still 7. Yeah, so if his last card in hand was to be another Crackland, then of course we might fall into a trap here. But he might as well also just went for the value. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 3 right now. Turn 8 and Lightning Bolt. Probably can't get rid of Thoughtseize. Okay. So his last card in hand might be anything. So we're gonna try to finish this off next turn, because we can combine to 9 damage next turn. And right now he doesn't have anything going on. Might be forced to sacrifice Mindstone right now, which he does. And then he just has 1 more draw. And he would need to draw pretty well here to get out of this. Okay. So he's probably not got an Merit Review. Okay. So the problem with Moon Retriever is that he's definitely gonna get back a Trawler. KCI. It doesn't make any sense to play out Snapcaster Mage here unless damn it. We're 1 damage short. Oh, we can't attack. No, actually we should have done it. And then thought seized the thing. But this way, it's basically the same outcome, I think. Because next turn he would die anyway. The only difference being that if he draws something to kill his Mirror Retriever with right now, then he might have another chance. Okay. Sure. Damn this shit, man. What a top deck, but also a misplay in my part. That's exactly what he needed here. So 2 times he drew the absolute best card. Still doesn't mean that he goes off here. But that was rather insane. Yeah, but we could have won this. That was not well played. Maybe we are not gonna be punished though. So maybe. Because it doesn't look like he would have any means of cycling things. Yeah, now we just need anything but a creeping target. So he did have the mana before. And that's apparently something that he just drew. So I would imagine that the other 2 cards in his hand are either dead or other Kruk clan Ironworks. Yeah, it would be hilarious if we wouldn't be punished here, but this doesn't look like it. It's 12 mana. And he has the potential to go up to 16. Oh, that's 11 mana actually. Yeah, I cannot believe this. but there's no one to blame but myself. So, things that we want to change. This one goes out. We're gonna bring this one in, this one in. Terminate. Not a thing here. Yeah. That's gonna be it. And we're gonna try to win this. I'm not gonna give this up. Honestly, want to start this one with Serum Visions. So the thing is, if we keep up counter scroll here now without inquisitioning him, then we might just run into Scrap Trawler. This one doesn't generate mana though, right? No, it does not. So is there a way? 1, 2, 3. If he draws another land over the top, then we're basically fucked. And we could of course take the Mox Opal, but I think Ancient Stirrings is the pick here. Okay. So we do have two good cards coming up, but I don't think I want either of these right now. I just want to go for more mana because we cannot play Counter Scroll and Thoughtseize in the same turn, and we definitely need access to Cryptic. So at least our opponent's not drawing any lands. And I think at this point, we're just going to deploy Snapcaster Mage to chip in for a little bit of damage and punish that he... Alright, at least we have Cryptic Command now. Sai. Alright, so this is interesting because he might have got a response or something else, otherwise he wouldn't have played Mox Opal beforehand. But there's not really anything we can do about it. Well, at least we get a Swan out of it. Another good thing is that we can now play Nicol Bolas without hesitation to discard his Crack Clan Ironworks and pressure him a little bit with our bird because we do have Nicol Bolas as a backup and contingency plan. Okay, Ancient Syrinx here is pretty good, obviously. Found another Crackland, but hopefully isn't able to play it right now. And no, he isn't. Alright, we're definitely gonna play Thoughtseize. Take that one. And then go ahead. Problem is that he can attack with Sai. If we attack with Nicol Bolas. And this guy is certainly a good alternate win condition for our opponents, but I think this is still fine. Okay, Buried Ruin, of course, gives him the option to get back Crackland. And this will actually allow us to be somewhat aggressive here to lure him in. All right. Yeah, this is an insane card. Spy of Industry, so he's furtherly going to sacrifice mana sources here. And Venisphere is also pretty good. Okay. Now we really try to be as aggressive as possible. Okay, 6. Which means without a Guttural response, we might get him next turn. This is a on-cast trigger. Oh man, this is just insane. Alright, so I'm gonna attack with these two. He's gonna block, then he's probably gonna sacrifice something, and that's the point where we're gonna go. Okay, if he's not even gonna block that one, then it's just gonna be a bolt. That was a close one. But again, Bolas really doing a lot of work here. So, and with him having Psi, we really need to reconsider a couple of our sideboard options here for game number 3. 1-1. So there are two ways of going about this. We could either go with Is It Steadcaster, could go with Liliana, or we could go with Terminates. I think Liliana of the Veil just becomes even worse with Psi in the fray. Nimble also becomes quite bad. So I think this is gonna be it. We'd rather go after his land sources than trying to fool around with Nimble. Nah, I can't keep it. Nature's Claim. I wouldn't know why he would board that one, but I also don't care. We're just gonna take the Trawler, follow up with Jace, and try to ramp to Cryptic Command before he has anything good going. So I guess he anticipates a Damping Sphere, but if he hasn't seen it up until turn game 3, then I think that's a pretty risky boarding decision. So we didn't know about the second one. This one, this one, this one. So he does have one dead card in hand. So we need to survive one more turn, and then we might be able to stabilize or get control of the game. Alright. Field of Ruin. Field of Ruin actually isn't too bad. We don't need more red. But last time I think he played some sort of counter. Field of Ruin or Blood Crypts. Is there anything with 2 black sources? No. I think we're just gonna stick with Field of Ruin. Two Nature's Claims. Yeah, that's not the best against us. So apparently he even boarded 4 of them. Otherwise this would be a statistical phenomenon. So he's gonna activate Buried Ruin anyway at some point. So I'm not gonna bother to play Field of Ruin here. And rather have Cryptic Command and Logic Knot up together. Right, just continuing to make land drops. Lightning Bolt, certainly not what we need right now. Alright, so apparently our opponent found something that he wants to be doing. Mirror Retriever by itself is not a big deal. By the way, Eric is playing Mirror Retriever. Do you still know that card?
Mirror. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I feel like he's protecting something. Of course, he can also Nature's Claim his own Mirror Retriever in order to get something back, but that would still be card disadvantage. Okay, we're gonna go top. What happens if we Serum Visions again here, get the Color command, then we still have Counter Scroll, Logic Knot, and Color command up. That's pretty neat. Okay, now he has the Scrap Trawler. He's gonna go after our Jace, which is fine because we have a couple of backup Jaces. Alright, so he does have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana that we can easily pay and still keep up the Colgan's commands. But if we just kill the Scrap Trawler, No, he could in response just kill this though. I feel like we need to kill Mir Retriever here. Just so he can't play Croc Clan Ironworks afterwards. And then like if we counter this one, then he just cycles it with Mir Retriever back. So that way he would get more triggers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, let's try it. So remember, he still has one Nature's Claim and one star. Therefore, we have full information here. And he cannot play. Okay, another trawler that he can play. So I definitely do want to have Cryptic and Counter Squall up here. He's just gonna yeah. There's not much we can do with Jace right now, and I feel like this is a crucial point here. I actually don't know when he discarded his second Nature's Claim. I thought we had already gone through that one. Alright, so we're going to take 3. We could of course also block with Togpit, but I think he's just testing us here. Because if we did that, then he must have something to punish us. The Mox Opal cycles here aren't really doing anything yet. Counter Spell draw cards. Bouncing this one doesn't make any sense yet. Immer noch 1-1. Ich bin noch 4 Minuten runter. It's a super knappes game. So Nicholas is just asking how it's going, and I told him that it's pretty close one, pretty tight. There we go. Definitely gonna counter draw this one. Alright. So I think what we're gonna do here is gonna bounce the Skred Trawler, turn target permanent, tap all creases, return, draw card. Yeah, so he's doing the right thing here. No, he's not. All right. We're not gonna run into a trick here. Okay, that's not big. That's not yet a big deal. All right, that one is though, but he cannot use it right now, right? No, we should be able to kill it. 1, 2, 3, yeah. That's good. Right, I think it's time to pressure our opponent. Just play out this dude. Although we don't really get anything off it, we can flip it next turn because we only have 3 minutes left. Buried Ruin is also pretty strong. At this point. So we do have 6, 7, 8, 9. Without a counterspell though, we cannot flip Nicol Bolas. Skred Trawler. There's another Inventor's Fair. Also pretty strong. And that's Crack Clan Ironworks. So he doesn't have any redraws, but he could go Inventor's Fair and do something with that. Therefore, I'm going to go ahead here and snap counter bounce. Counter and return target permanents. Okay, I'm gonna do this. He's gonna get back something that's not relevant because we can thought seize it away. Then we're gonna go and bolt him. Thought seize that one. If we do 1, 2, 3, then we still have both Logic Knot and that one up. and then we have him on a 1-turn clock. So this is last turn, and we still have a counterspell. And he does have another Crack Clan Ironworks. Yeah, great game, great that we got there. Pretty tight. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Not the easiest matchup. And then we are gonna see each other in round number 4. Alright guys, welcome to round number 3. We're 3-0, so there's hardly anything that can stop us here. I hope at least. Ja. Eine. Nee, die war super. Die saß ja im Pikachu-Kostüm. Was? Die saß ja im Pikachu-Kostüm. Alright, there we go. We found an opponent. This is rather rough. Can almost not imagine any opponent that we can keep this against. And therefore we're gonna mulligan. We're also on the draw here. Nice mulligan. Alright, this looks somewhat better. Our opponent's also on. Alright. Put this one on top and then just curving into Liliana. Let's have a look at our opponent's hand. What it fulfills could be basically anything. Oh fuck my life. Oh no. Oh, this is horrible. Oh shit. I guess you put one card on top of his library, so that is most likely going to be a Fatal Suiting here. Because he still needs to get Benchvine and Bridge from Below into his graveyard. Or Instant Neonate. Yeah, that's pretty good, of course, as well. Alright, so obviously we're gonna kill Benchvine as long as we can, and then kill Gravecrawler. With our Liliana though, that's also not really good because they will always get each other back. Alright, let's think about this. If we play Liliana, kill one. hopefully are able to. The problem here is, yeah, so he can activate Vengevine through the Gravecrawler from his graveyard. This is just really fucked up. That's just absolutely insane. Like, there's no way we beat this. So we need these. We definitely don't want to have discard magic because horrendous. This one's gonna go. I guess we need more counter magic. Nicol Bolas blocks well, but also discards. And therefore, we're gonna go with P and Kieran Lar. So all of what our opponent's doing is on cast, which means that he's not required to run through our counter magic in order to get anything done. Nimble Obstructionist at least can fly over most of his stuff. Probably need to cut one Jace. No, not feeling comfortable here. Just as Dredge, these Vengevine decks are just really, really bad for us. Dredgevine. Yeah, let's keep. It's a tough keep though, because I don't think we can win this without. Yeah, this is already. Absolute fucking joke. All of this fucking shit. Alright, so we can kill 2 of his creatures with Lightning Bolt and Terminate. The problem is that Bridge from Below always triggers that. Yeah, we should have maybe blocked the Vengevine there already. Because we need to exile Bridge from Below. Why does he have so fucking many Bloodghast in his fucking graveyard? Yeah, he's gonna trigger his Bridge from Below again. It's just getting worse. And remember, this is our turn 3. Yeah, so we're gonna block here. even triggers if our creatures die. Well, that's even worse. So we're gonna kill this one. And then we're gonna kill the Dredgevine. There's actually no deck that I have more than this shit. Absolutely non-magic. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. We're at 6 life. Phase 7. Can kill a zombie, go to 1. And then just die a horrible death next turn. Alright, that was a short game. And a pretty frustrating one as well. In der dritten.
Wodurch kriegt er so viel raus?
Der hat die Kreatur Dredgevine, die kostet 4 Mana, eigentlich. Aber du kannst sie in deinen Friedhof werfen. Und dann, wenn du 2 Kreaturen spielst, dann kriegst du die automatisch aus dem Friedhof aufs Spielfeld und die hat Haste, 4/3. Das ist halt völlig insane. So, dann spielst du nur einen Drop Kreaturen, kriegst sie irgendwie in deinen Friedhof und dann. Die ist grün. Der spielt noch nicht mal grün. Der spielt ein komplett schwarz-rotes Deck. Ja, interessiert ihn überhaupt gar nicht. Alright, guys. So this is going to be a keep. We're on the play. So we do have a pretty flexible line here with either Jace or Terminate. Alright, so this is Death Taxes, which means we definitely want to fetch whenever we can because of Leonin Arbiter. Okay. So I'm gonna fetch again. Probably shocking here. Reason being that I want to be able to use Terminate and Lightning Bolt together in case that arises, and Tidehollow Scholar. So we need to let that resolve first. We cannot kill it before, otherwise it will just be exiled. Alright, so we're gonna try to kill the thing here. Get back our spell. And now we're gonna use Jace. And discard the Scalding Tarn. So since he knows about our hand, I'm not really playing around here. So there's probably another Scholar. And if it is, he's gonna take our Lightning Bolts, to which I will respond with activating Jace here. Oh. I'm probably discarding. What are we gonna discard here? Steam Vents? Yeah, discarding this Steam Vents. So we could either play out Nicol Bolas and give him the opportunity to have some sort of shenanigan, or we just go ahead and terminate the title scholar here, which of course will make us somewhat susceptible to a Thought-Knot, but if he is playing Thought-Knot, then he would still need to find a colorless source. Okay. Yeah, so so our opponent's doing it so obvious that I'm not even going to consider running into it. All right. Oh yeah, sure. We cannot play out our lightning bolts, but at least we get somewhat Eldrazi displays. Yeah, so he's Eldrazi in Texas, and he definitely needs colorless sources in order for his deck to function. Okay, that's Thought-Knot. Right, that's actually pretty good. So we can Thought-Knot, we can let Thought-Knot resolve, then counter the Thought-Knot trigger if we choose to, and then go after the Eldrazi Displacer. I think that's actually the best. Okay, so we're taking 8 damage, going to 8. So we could, of course, just tap draw our opponent here. But I think what I'm going to do here is play Snapcaster Mage, block bolt the Thought-Knot, which you could only stop if you did, if you had a Restoration Angel. So we get an extra draw, a good one as well. And he's gonna go with a Flicker Wisp, which we're gonna counter. Because we don't have many opportunities here to get anything done. Alright. Jace, not the worst. Definitely not the worst. So I think we're gonna terminate her. Dark Confident. Interesting. So our opponent's out of cards, and we handled most of his shit. So we're just gonna go ahead here, kill the Dark Confident with Terminate, although of course that's not perfect, but it will leave us open with both Cryptic Command and Lightning Bolt, and we might be able to get a Shambling Vent off of the battlefield here. Yeah, there goes Shambling Vent. Yeah, we're gonna kill it. Alright, so just lands, and we are pretty ahead right now. We just need to find cards with which we can really generate card advantage, like Nicol Bolas, for instance. We also don't have that many removal spells for the likes of Reality Smasher or Thaumacy anymore. So we'll have to figure something out along the way here. Yeah, he's gonna come in again. So Cryptic Command, although it's still pretty good, no, it also doesn't make any sense to just bounce in that while. So if we go take down Jace, no, that's nothing that I would want to do. Interesting. Called a Wasteland Stranger. In flagranti, as they say. And we could start attacking here with Creeping Tuppet. There's almost nothing that we do have a Liliana coming up. Reality Smasher would be bad, of course, but I guess we're just gonna attack. Give him the option to get on board. So we're gonna play Liliana out here, but don't do anything yet. I just want to keep Cryptic up for one more turn in order to protect our stuff. Hahaha. Sure. White. Yeah, we need to protect Liliana. And I'm not 100% sure if we get this tar pit back if I just bounce the Flicker Wisp here. But I guess we'll see. Okay, so we know what he does have in hands. Okay, so we get it back. Great. At least something, I guess. Alright, let's take Liliana up. He's gonna do something. Might be flipping or chase. Yeah. That's fine because he cannot really kill all Liliana right now. Yeah, I think he should be attacking us here, but he's not. So Liliana's taking a little bit of damage. And our opponent's playing Athalia, sure. So, Cryptic. This one's gonna go after Flicker Wisp. So that's the most potent here. And then we're just gonna protect our 2 planeswalkers. With cryptic commands. Okay, just an Athaval, which is pretty good for us. I think we still want to take up Liliana, right? But we're gonna play this. We're also gonna play Snapcaster Mage, Lightning Bolt, this one, and then take up Liliana. And then hopefully pull ahead here. We're somewhat behind in time again. I guess I'm talking too much. But we also always find ourselves in situations where there's not many good things going on. So Liliana is great here because we can actually always work with full information. This one's going to go to the bottom. I want to have the Torpid though. And I guess I'm going to discard the Logic Knot unless something happens here. Eldrazi Displace is actually pretty good. Sure. So we could theoretically, so this is going to the bottom anyway. I think this, we open us up a lot here, but we could bounce it with Cryptic Command and then Thoughtseize it out of his hand because it's just a good card and he wouldn't be able to get it back into the battlefield. So I guess that's what we're gonna do because we didn't play a land yet, right? Discard, choose, blah blah blah. Yep, didn't play a land yet. Right, that one to the top. All right, that changes things. So I guess we're just gonna go ahead here and attack with targets. Yeah, Eldrazi Displacer is a pain in the ass, but if he just keeps displacing our Jace, then at least we get close to infinite redraws. And we need to finish this round by around 10 minutes. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. But he probably has to attack Liliana here. Okay, drop the commands. Yeah. Alright, so Liliana, as always, pulling quite some damage. Oh, this is fucked up, man. So Liliana's gonna go up. But I think we're changing pace here. Just to take for 8. And then next turn he's dead to a lot of things. And he's really dependent on what he's going to draw here. Ghost Quarter, man. Quite a good draw. So he's gonna bounce our Jace again. We're... I mean, we cannot... So... I think we're gonna do this. Discard this one and then attack with both Snapcaster Mage and Tar Pit, and then use Nimble Obstructionist to counter the Ghost Quarter trigger, which forces him to use Eldrazi Displacer again. He's gonna do it anyway. Okay. Super tough, guys. Super tough.
Yes.
This... Yeah, but this fucking Eldrazi Displacer, like, it's just him. Just this fucking one guy. Yep, taking 3. Alright, so now how many activations does he have? 1, 2, like 1, 2, 3. He has 3 activations, but then he can't use his Ghost Quarter. Or we count 1 activation, which we could also do. But I think we're just gonna play it out here. He still needs to use 1 of his activations onto our Jace. Okay, that should do it here, right? Why should that be the kill here? So I guess he won't be countering our Snapcaster Mage. Or maybe he's just going to go with every single one of them. I'm hoping that he's not going to take down our Snapcaster Mage. Yes. Motherfucker. Alright. Super close, but we got there. Alright, what do we need? We definitely want to have Collective Brutality. I also do want to have Is It Steadycaster, although it's not super good. Lilianas are fine. Nimble actually is not good. We do need our discard magic, but we probably want to cut a little bit on our counter magic. Liliana is okay. Jace is okay. Do want to have Pincure and Lar to like the fullest extent. And we also might be interested in Spell Snare. Although, oops. Okay. Yeah, alright, let's have Fate decide our. Yeah, definitely mulligan. That's a keep. And that is a top deck. Alright, 10 minutes to go. Starting off with a fucking Aethervial again. Alright, he has Aethervials and a lot of lands. Congratulations. Okay, so this at least gives us the ability. So the only card that he would have drawn here and wouldn't be able to play. So we didn't know about the Eldrazi template. No, we did. He still has 2 Ks. Played this one, he played this one. 2 additional cards. I think I'm gonna have a look here. Yeah, there is Leonin Arbiter, so. And 3 lands, alright. So this one tapped, this one just goes upstairs. Not upstairs, but into his head. I should have waited there. That was a mistake. I actually didn't think about the Ghost Border. hopefully that's not gonna come back and bite us. Yeah, I already know what this is. Fucking Eldrazi Displacer or Flicker Wisp. Sure. But I'm actually fine with this. I do like when my opponents are taking my Jace because, you know, looting is better than anything. And Pioneer and Lar, definitely pretty good here against Flicker Wisp. But we should stop, like I'm starting to play too fast again, just like last time against blue-white control. Alright, that's actually the correct choice here, to go after Jace rather than PNK. And now he has one card left in his hand, and that's actually cause of blah blah blah. So let's see, if we attack here, he might block PNK and Lar, which would be great. Yes. Because then we can just follow up with another PNK. Thought not see ya, it's gonna get us. And Thought Not Seer is quite relevant. And I think we need to kill him here. Because of the evil bolt of the Archangel. Alright. So this way we don't have to sacrifice 2 Thopters. But yeah, Snap Cast Mage is also pretty good. Opponent's at 12 life. Right now we can potentially raise him. Bolt of the Archangel, sure. Since he didn't take up, the only card that saves his Thalia here would be a Flicker Wisp. I think he might have just given up. Yep. Alright, great guys. 4-1, pretty good league. Just one loss to an absolutely insane deck that I honestly don't think we can ever win. I hope you enjoyed the league, and yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below, and see you next time.